82% of the population doesn't go to church anymore, right? So if 82% of a Christian nation doesn't go to church anymore, then there's a real problem. What's up, guys? Today is Thursday, March 14th. I'm at a friend's office downstairs below the ETC, below the CityFam offices, because upstairs was crowded. He's got this great space here, and just using this. So, hey, Kevin Lynch, what's going on? So I wanted to make my vlog. I didn't get a chance to do it last night. I left the office early, to be honest. I just was not in the mood to vlog, so I tapped out a little early, and I want to do it now. Just continuing to document the journey that I'm on, and let people know about the good and the bad things that are happening in my life. So before I get started on like some of the events, I really just I named this video today Fail Forward, because I feel like, you know, when you set out to pursue a goal or you chase your dream, you're gonna fail a lot along the way. And, you know, I love what a speaker of ours that we had at our last Path to Purpose, Van Brooks, said, a man's not defeated when he fails, he's defeated when he quits. And, you know, it's true, because I've probably tripped and failed 1,000 times up until this point, and I'm continuing, you know, as hard as it is sometimes to move forward, but I'm continuing to push, and just wanted to talk about that a little bit, I guess, before I dove into the rest of the stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's just been tough lately, honestly. I've just been struggling with, you know, emotionally, I guess. It's difficult to continue to exert this amount of effort when you're not getting the results that you want. You know what I mean? And it just requires a lot of discipline. Like I quit, you know, I walked away from a lot of things 7 years ago when I rededicated my life, namely alcohol, drugs, women, all the creature comforts that I used to give myself to numb pain, and went after this vision of starting a countercultural movement with CityFam. And it's been super challenging up until now. Just lately, I mean, it's not even lately, it's been a while that I've been at this point where it's just finding the energy or the whatever, the fortitude, the inner whatever, to get up early in the morning and go, you know, and push as hard as you can for 15 hours. You know, like, it's one thing to strike out when you're looking, you know, when you're just watching the pitches, but when you're swinging as hard as you can for the fences like I do, and you don't connect, it is really painful sometimes. So, you know, but I'm just here. I'm here still. I'm waiting on God to show up for this breakthrough to happen. You know, right now I'm actually doing a 3-day fast. I've only done that once before in my life. Yesterday I didn't even drink water. I'm just in a place of absolute desperation for God to show up. I mean, not to say good things aren't happening, because they are. You know, we have a lot of good things happening in CityFam. And just being honest with you, even as I'm sharing this, I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm hesitant to tell what I'm really going through, because how much do you want to pull the curtain back and let people see behind? You know what I mean? Because you don't want to be a Debbie Downer, right? You guys are people that I'm trying to reach, attract, you know, that I want to be part of CityFam, that I'm trying to inspire. But then again, I'm trying to be honest, because this is what I'm going through, and I know it won't always be like this. I know that at some point I will get a breakthrough, at least if I don't quit, which is a temptation. But I want to be honest too. And I know that there are other people out there that are chasing their dreams, that are going through the same shit that I'm going through. And it would be so easy to quit. It would be so easy for me to return to some of my bad behavior. It would be, or just say, screw it, and just like, you know, not try so much, not try so hard to do what I'm trying to do. But I have this vision that God gave me, that he put in my head and in my heart. And it's like, it's been this splinter in my brain for the last 5 or 6 years, and it hurts so much that I can't build it. You know, it physically pains me that I haven't been able to make it happen. So I don't know. I'm just sharing because this is where I'm at, and it's like, I'm not quitting. You know, I could really use your guys' prayer if you're watching this, you know, and you pray. I would love for prayer. You know what I mean? Because I need a breakthrough. I need the energy to go if the breakthrough isn't right around the corner, which I'm hoping it is. I just need God to give me the strength to push. I mean, literally yesterday I left the office at like 2:30 or 3 in the afternoon, and I went home and I took a nap and I prayed and I read some. I mean, usually I don't do that. I work till 9 or 10 o'clock every night, and I'm at a point where I'm just having trouble working. I'm having trouble pushing. So all that being said, I have a meeting today with a pastor of Lighthouse Church, Sammy Foster. I'm excited about it. He's a hard person to get a meeting with, and I don't know exactly what I'm expecting to come out of it or even what I want, but I know that we need to strategically partner with churches in order to accomplish our mission. CityFam can't do what it was designed or what we're attempting to do without the help of healthy communities, healthy organizations. You know, I often say that we are the ambulance, you know, the church is the hospital. You know, like we are good at getting people out of situations and then bringing them to someone, but we have to drop them off somewhere. And every meeting that I've had with the church up until now has came to nothing. So, you know, I don't know if they don't see the value in it or they don't understand it or if it's just too edgy or if it's me or whatever it is. Nothing's came of it. And we just can't do what we need to do without them. But I don't think that they can do what they need to do without us, to be honest. 82% of the population doesn't go to church anymore, right? So if 82% of a Christian nation doesn't go to church anymore, then there's a real problem. You know what I mean? It's not a matter of, hey, we have to make better churches. You know, the whole system needs to be revamped. And people need healthy community. They do, you know, and it's not about religion. It's not about, you know, being a Bible thumper or whatever. People need to be in healthy community. You need to have healthy relationships, things to do and people to do them with, and people that actually have your back. I had a fake form of community when I was in the clubs. I had things to do and people to do them with. But guess what? When the shit hit the fan in my life, those people were not around anymore because the relationships were built on nothing. They were built on, hey, let's go have some fun. So when it wasn't fun anymore, those people weren't around. So that's not real community. Healthy community is when you get around a group of people that inspire you to be a better version of yourself. And that wasn't what we were doing for each other. We were not inspiring each other to be a better version of ourselves. We were doing the opposite, actually. So we need churches to see value in what we're doing and to come alongside of us and say, hey, we believe in you. And we have kind of a plan for how that needs to happen. But we can't do it alone. We can't do it without them. So I really, you know, would love for you guys to pray. You pray that, you know, if not Lighthouse, if not this church that I'm meeting with today, then some other church would pilot this program and help us figure out how to systematically scale, you know, do more of what we're already doing. I mean, we've seen a lot of people's lives change locally, you know, at Epic specifically. A lot of people have came through CityFam and gone to Epic and really improved their lives and got their shit together. We need to do that now for more churches on a bigger scale. And it doesn't have to be just churches. It could be any healthy community. It could be a 12-step program. You know, like, again, I often say people don't go to AA or NA until the wheels fall off the wagon. Nobody goes to those places until things get really, really bad or they're court ordered. And that's a terrible strategy. So what CityFam does is acts as this bridge. It's like, let's not wait for people to get into crisis mode or hit rock bottom. Let's just meet them where they're at, introduce them to healthy community, and help them walk through their mess. So we need to partner with them, and we're trying to figure out how to do that. And it's been, you know, I mean, I've been at this for 5 years, not getting paid, working as hard as I can. And, you know, I'm 46 years old, and I'm like, God, when is this going to happen? Because I don't feel like hanging out in clubs, you know, when I'm 50 years old. So I'm hoping that we can scale this thing soon. I'm hoping that breakthrough's around the corner. Anyway, not trying to sound like a Debbie Downer, but I have to share that. That's my heart. That's what I've been going through. That's it. So pray for us. What's going on? We have a bowling event tonight at Dave & Buster's. If you guys are watching this, kind of switching gears a little bit, but we have a Cosmic Bowling event at Dave & Buster's in Arundel Mills. Should be a really good time. It's free for our contributing members, and it's actually $15, I think, on the day of, but it includes your bowling, your shoes, your food and drink specials for the night, kid friendly. I think 12 and up is what it is. So if you're watching this and you're looking for something to do, come out. The reason that we do the social events is obviously for our own selfish reasons, to give ourselves something to do. But it also is for us to introduce our friends to healthy community, because it's the easiest step for us, is like to say, hey, let's just go have some fun. And then when they come, they meet some people that give a crap about them, and they're able to start making steps in the right direction. So, you know, that's our secret sauce. So bowling event tonight. Again, it scratches an itch for us, but it turns this desire to have a social life into a ministry of sorts. And that's really what City Fam is. So we also have a service event 2 weeks from this Saturday at Talmar Farms. We'll be outside doing something. It's on the City Fam website. Would love for you guys to sign up. It's on March 30th. Anyway, we also got our date for Nicaragua set up. It's going to be November 30th through December 7th. So we were supposed to go to Nicaragua last year. There was some unrest. We had to cancel the trip, but now we are going back. It's safe again there, and very excited. Nicaragua is a beautiful country. Literally, you know, looks like Jurassic Park, but it is also super poor. It's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, I think second to Haiti. It used to actually be above Haiti, and then Haiti had the earthquake, and they just changed positions. But it's very poor, and we're going to a town called Cristo Rey, where the people live off of a dump there, and we're going to be building a community center and a playground. And we're really going to structure our missions trip very different than any previous mission trip that we've ever done or we've ever seen anyone else do. And we're really going to try to get the community involved in helping us, and we're going to get them into classes after we leave where they can start to discover their purpose. Maybe they have an idea for a small business, and then they can get a microloan from an organization that we'll be partnered with. So it's going to be really different, very unique, but it's going to be awesome. So there isn't anything up where you can sign up yet, but if you're interested, just be on the lookout. Yeah, it's the same place, Mike Harris, same place that we were supposed to go last year. There will be information up about that. So that's really all I have for today. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support, and let me share. All right, see you.
Thank you so much for watching my video on YouTube. I wanted to take a moment here at the end to tell you about something that is not only important to me, it's important to the world. Recently I wrote a book entitled Why Waiting Works: How Fast Sex Prevents Us from Finding True Love and Long-Term Happiness. It has an average 5-star review on Amazon, and it's written so practically that even readers that didn't agree with my stance on waiting have told me it caused them to reevaluate their lives. So if you or anyone you know is single, or if you or anyone you know is in a physical relationship and not married, I am imploring you to pick up a copy of my book. It literally will take you a maximum of 4 hours to read it, and has the potential to change the course of your life. It's one thing to do something that you don't completely understand. It's a whole different thing to do something when you know exactly why you're doing it. And that's what my book is really doing for people. So I just want to thank you in advance. Again, this is something that's important to me, but it's even more important for the rest of the world, and I could really use your help to get the message out. Thank you.